Let's have a listen and see how it sounds.
Anger issues. I have zero patience. I have a problem with fake ass motherfuckers and stupid people. Don't fucking twist it. I'm not mad at the world. I'm fucking sick and tired of liars, backstabbers, fake fucks.
What I hear here is the intro is very chaotic. The kick is very good, very solid kick. So let's have a little bit more.
Stupid people. Fake fucks.
What I hear in the first half, it's very good, very solid. Only, in my opinion, it has to break a little bit more because it's a very long drop. It flows very good. The vocal is very strong. Only I should. It's now a very long going on like bang 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 bang. So just have some more bars of empty. Without the kick and then building a little bit more up, I think will be a little bit better for the flow of the track.
Clever? It's not anger. It's disgust. It's being.
So yeah, the first drop very good, only a little bit too long in my opinion. You can do it that long, only yeah, you have to break it at some point because now it's going non-stop for too long. You switch it up with a nice melody. I like that. The melodies are very good. Yeah, only as I say, try to break it up. So make the kick stop very early, then for like 8 bars do something else and then drop again. So it just has a little bit better flow.
Praise from people faker than the filters on their selfies. I don't need therapy. I don't need to calm down. I need people to stop being fake, selfish, foolish pieces of shit. I don't have anger issues. I have zero patience. I have a problem with fake ass motherfuckers and stupid people.
This drop is very good. I like the build up with the kicks. The vocal is still very strong. Only I think you need to work a little bit more on the vocal. Make sure it's very soft. Try to make it a little bit harsher. Just so it pronounces itself more in the track. The vocal, I like it, but it seems a little bit on the background. So try to maybe get that a little bit better. Still the drop here is fucking insane. But I still think in all the sections you have here in the track, they just go non-stop. And I think it's a little bit better to leave the kick out sometime at the end of your bars, just to make it a little bit better flow. Also in the build-up, it's very good, but maybe try to add some risers very low on the background, maybe some snare rolls or some to build a little bit more tension so the drop hits even harder. Because if you build more tension and then you cut silent for the vocal will come out more better, harder, stronger, and the drop even hits harder.
Clever? It's not anger. It's disgust. It's being drained from people faker than the filters on their selfies. I don't need therapy. I don't need to calm down. I need people to stop being fake, selfish, clueless pieces of shit.
For the last part of your track, I think it's the same as the first part. It's very long. It's very good. I love the melodies, the rhythm, the vibes, but it's, yeah, you lose my attention in the long way because you have, I think it's like 64 or something, and it just keeps on going non-stop. And I think it's better to break it a little bit more. You can, what you have here, you have like you have the 64, you have 32, you have. And the other 32 you switch to another melody. And that works very good, only it's too long. Maybe you can like cut both of them in half and just make it like a 16-16 or something, or maybe keep it like 32-32, but then make sure you have more silences of the kick so you can a little bit vary a little bit more on the, I lose my attention because it's so long. But yeah, end of the track.
I don't have anger issues. I have zero patience. I have a problem with people.
Yeah, outro, very good. Nothing to say about that. Yeah, solid track. Good job, man. Furious Frenzy, Stupid People. Very good track. Very good track. Let's go to the next one. Next track we have from Miax. It's called Space. So I'm curious. Let's see. First, the intro. I like the intro. It's very, little bit emotional even. Very good melody, bro. Very good. I think what you can do here, because it's a long intro. Yeah, it's a normal intro, but it's a lot repeating the same. Maybe, I know you want to keep the nice part of it, because if you add too much, you lose the vibes it gives, because it's so nice. But I think you can add a little bit more variation. Maybe add like a faster hi-hat, maybe halfway, and then go. Just try to build it up a little bit more. I should do, just to make the drop even better. Yeah. I can hear in your drop, in the mix, it's not that good. I hear a lot of kick, and I don't hear the, I hear the hi-hat, but I don't hear the melody anymore. I just hear the bass and the hi-hat. and I think it's there, but I really can't tell. So. Yeah, I think the drop, work on the mix, because the nice melody you have with the bells, you lose it in the drop. I don't hear it. Try to make it a little bit harder. The drop, you have nice variation of hi-hats, but what works in the early hardcore scene is just to go just a fast offbeat hi-hat, and it's always just halfway don't do the hi-hat, and then just half time you come in with a half offbeat hi-hat. I think that was very nicely in the track, and you give a little bit more drive to the track. Second drop so far, I really love it. You evolve the melody from the first part into the next one with a different sound. Very good, very nice. Very good, very nice. It's very good, but it stays that way. And you forget the first melody. It's what I hear. Maybe it's nice to keep elements of it still in the second drop. Maybe like 3/4 of your melody, the new one, and then just come up with a different sound with the same kind of melody. Would be nice, I think. And still a little bit in the mix, I still hear you lose a bit depending on the kick. So really check on that. Maybe the kick's too loud or the melodies are too soft. I also hear the pad you used. I'm gonna check again. Yeah, what I hear is your melody stays like on one key. And of course you have the melody go up and down, but your main melody is like one key. And with the pad you go to different keys. And that sounds a little bit off to me. You can do that, but then you have to make sure your melody goes with the keys as well. And at the moment it does not. So yeah, that's a little tip. Let's go to the... I love what you did with the kicks. It's very good. Like the reverse kicks. Also in the first pre-build, the first intro, the build-up. I'm sorry, what the fuck is my head? Also in the second, fucking hell. In the second build-up as well. In the third drop as well. Very nice. But same thing here also with all the drops. Try to build a little bit more tension to the drop, so the drops get a little bit more exciting. Now it's the idea is very good and very solid, only it's still a little bit flat. And if you build more tension to the drops, I think you can get a lot out of that. And you do that with risers, claps, instruments. Just go faster, 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 build up, and then go silent before the drop, to really make you want to feel that drop. And also what you did on the last drop here, I like that. Just go before the drop is already keep the kick in rolling, what's nice to do with that, what I normally do, in the build up, I start halfway, I start the kicks, bang, 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 and then I make a high pass filter cut, and I slowly fade the kick away, and then on that way I build up, and then silent, and then the real drop. Very good track, solid kicks. The idea of the track is very good, but as I said, try to work on making tension in the track, building up, and yeah, solid track for the rest. Let's go to the next one. So this was Miak's, called Space, and let's go to the next one. Next one is called Komodo, with Strange Voice. So I'm very curious. Let's have a listen. Already what I hear, I very like it. The intro building, what I already see is, it makes sense, you know, a bed, some instruments, already you have the rhythm and the vibes in it. Okay, intro is very good, only still I hear intro is very good, only the drop, yeah, I think it can be hitting a little bit harder. Same way, try to build a little bit more tension pre-drop, so yeah, it's still intro drop, so it doesn't matter too much on the intro as well. Let me listen again. Yeah, maybe just like add a short sweep, and then just make sure the pad is silent, everything is silent, and you just hold a vocal and then go drop or something. I think it just, if you create a little bit moment of silence before the drop, it doesn't have to be complete silence, but it just builds a tension because you're building up to something, and then you want it, but it doesn't come, and then it comes. So it just gives you the feel like yeah, you know. So I think it's the biggest tip of today. What I say to everybody, but yeah, it's okay. Same with this build up. In my head, I already am thinking like, you know, you can make your kick shorter. Here, you're here halfway. You can start like, and just, and then, bro, that would make the drop. Now it's just you building up, and then the kick comes in, and then it's just like one smooth line, but you don't want it. You want get excited, wow, and then yes, you want the feeling when it kicks up, you want to feel like yes, let's go, and I like it's good, but kick just comes and then it's like oh yeah, here's the kick, you know. I don't know if I can explain it well, but that's also I think you can make the melodies which you use here. Ba-dum, ba-da-da-dum. You can make that, try to make it a little bit louder. Maybe try to add some reverb or some delay a little bit. Just play with that. Maybe a little bit distortion, just to make it a little bit more louder. Because it's nice when you're building up and something shoots in, if you know what I mean. Maybe you can make it like that, that it when it comes in, it doesn't go like da-da-da-da, they just go da-da-da-da-da. You know, that you really like, wow, what was that, you know? Maybe you can try play a little bit with that. What's nice is you did, in the second part of the drop, you added the vocal again. But where is it in the build-up? You don't use it in the build-up and it's got strange voice. Try to utilize that voice more. I think also in the build-up. I think even that voice. Maybe also what I like to do is I like to don't have one vocal. I like to search for vocals, different stuff, maybe different shouts, just to give a little bit of energy boost, like hey, let's go, or just a scream or whatever. I don't know. You can, maybe it doesn't fit this track, but you have strange voices. Maybe you can search a little bit more strange voice. You have a little bit more variety on the vocals, maybe. I think if you play with it, that the vocals a little bit more, because here in the build-up of the second drop, I don't hit a vocal, and it's nice that you add them in the second part of the drop, but I think it also needs to be in the build-up, because in your drop, maybe just pre-drop, just have the vocal again, and then drop it, and then bring it back in the second part. Yeah. What I also don't see that much is on the end of the drop, here. Everything ends. When the drop ends, everything ends. When you start again. Try to make it fade out. Like you have the vocal here, try to only at the end of the kicks, try to add some delays on the main parts of the drop. Like the vocal is very pronounced in the drop. Yeah, maybe add a delay on the kick, on the last kick, and add a delay on the vocal on the end. So a little bit the track fades a little bit out, so you can build up again for the last part.
Radar contact at 18 miles. Stage speed 250, final bearing is 230.
you can maybe add a little bit more on the end here. Just try to maybe make it stand out than the intro and the first drop. Yeah, in my opinion, the last part, there's not happening really that much. I also think here in the track you can make your leads a little bit harder. Yeah, try to make your synths a little bit harder. Also check the mix a little bit, because also here they really bit in the drops, they really fall behind the kick. This was Komodo with Strange Voice. Very good track, very much potential in it. Let's go to the next track. The next track is from Installation, Get It Going. So I'm very curious to this track. Let's get it going. I'm gonna pause here for the drop. I love this intro. Damn. I really like that. Oh, that's sick, bro. Oh. Imagine playing this at a festival or something. Yeah, that's so dope. Only thing is, I think the kick, it's very, I don't know how you say it in English, dof. It's a doffe kick. So it's a lot of bass, but I don't really have that much punch in it. And I think with this intro you made, I think it's very awesome, but I want to, bang, you know? I want to have a hard, punchy kick, and it's a very flat one. It's a very bassy one, but yeah, I don't know, it's a doffe kick. With this intro, you build up, also with the riser I hear, you build up, but try maybe to shift everything a little bit back. So you have the rising, and then bro, just try pure silence. And then maybe the vocal only, and I don't know what it says, but maybe it's getting going, and then try then to drop it. I think it makes the first intro drop already 10 times better, I think. Also, this is just like, it just, suddenly the kick is there, you know? Intro is very good. Yeah, just really check on the kick, in my opinion. The kick, I think if it gets a punchier kick, I think it's really dope. But maybe it can also be personal opinion. The melody I hear here, I like the layers you have in your melody. I really hear it. The melody here, you have the dun, 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 dun. I think can be a little bit, it can be a little bit louder also, and maybe a little bit more distorted. Maybe play with that a little bit, just see what's. build up, but it's, for me personally, it's a little bit, suddenly it flips around. I don't know. In the drop, everything is gone. Only the wave generator step. It's good, don't get me wrong, but it feels so sudden, you know? Yeah, you have the second drop. You bring it back, it's good. But yeah, the drop feels weird. I think a lot of it's with this track, for me personally, is the kick. It feels too doff. Still don't know the English word, but in Dutch we say it's a doffe kick. I don't think with the energy you have in this track, I don't know, for me it don't match. I think I want a little bit more punch in the kick. That's most of it what I can say. I think when you have a little bit more powerful kick, the track will sound very different, I think. I think then the whole vibe of the track changes. I also think you have here you have the step sound you have, but I think you need to, because now I hear a lot of the step, try to go further with, you have this sound. Try to make that sound more pronounced. I think you can make a very awesome melody on top of what you have here at the start. Just try to use a different sound and not only the step. I think the last part is dope, also with the vocal chops, very good. But just try the middle part for me. I love the intro, the breaks are very good. Just try to build a little bit more tension and maybe a different sound or something, because I hear a lot of steps and it's a little bit too much in my opinion. I normally try to use one sound for one part of the drop and then change it up a little bit. with different things, because yeah, for me personally, it gets a little bit boring for a long time, especially with people today with the TikTok and stuff. People want to change it up, just try to use a lot of sounds. You can use the same melody but use a different sound to keep the attention. Just search for a nice one. I think you can layer on top. I think you can layer something amazing on that. Just try to find the right sound. This was Installation. Get it going, and let's go to the next track. The next track is from Kame. I think I pronounced it right. Kame or Kame. I don't know. It's called In Effect. Yeah, let's have a listen to the track and see what it's about. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. I said it before to all the people. Here, what Kame does very good. It's he builds up, and then just before the drop, he has a little vocal shot, and then the kick hits. It just gives so much more energy, in my opinion. Vocal is dope. This structure of the track is very good, very good. I love the drop. It keeps, until now, it's very keep me interesting in the track. I want to hear more. The only thing I hear in the kick is also a little bit more punch, but it's very rumble, very bassy. It's good to have that. It's not a bad thing, only in my opinion. I think in this track also just a little bit more punch, so the kick is a little bit more pronounced in the track, would be better in my opinion. First drop, the variation is so good. The vocal chops are so good. I love it so far. I really love it. Yeah, let's hear more. It lets me think a little bit like Mario. The kick a little bit better now. Here it fits better with the melody and stuff. I can see why you're going for that kick. It fits better here with the melody and stuff. very good drop. Still very long, as some other people had. Only what's happened here, in my opinion, it's there's a lot of variation in the track. There happens a lot, and I go from left to right, from what I hear there, and what I hear there. So the track is very good with the layers it has. It has good depth in the track. What I wanted to say again. I really got the Game Boy vibes, Nintendo, PlayStation, whatever. Mario, very gamey. I think what's nice, would be nice, is maybe to have something of that in it. But it's not, you cannot do it, but I don't know what I want to say. Let's do that again. It's very Game Boy, Nintendo, PlayStation. Would be nice to have maybe a level up sound or something in it. Maybe to a little bit push more of that Game Boy feel. For me, this part, the middle part, a little bit unnecessary, I think. It's a little bit of a break, but it's a drop. It's a little bit, doesn't add anything to the track, in my opinion. It as well can not be there, and the track will be same as good. For how I look at things, at tracks, when I make tracks, it's this is a part where I would skip to the next track if I was listening on my earpiece, and I would skip go to the next track, because it's not adding to the track, because now your track is like 4 minutes 40, and it could also be like 3 minutes 50, and then it will be like, yeah, that's the way I make tracks. It's not bad. It's not saying it's bad. It's just, in my opinion, it doesn't add anything to the track, so it as well cannot not be there, Say I really get like the new Speedy Low vibes. You got the really funky grooves. You have that also in this track. I really like that. Add more to you have the fast rhythm melody. Damn. Yeah, what I wanted to say is, you give me also the vibes of the new Speedy Low. It really sounds also a little bit like that, the new funky stuff from him. But yeah, I think the new melody, it's fast. I think it adds more to the track. So I think when you cut the middle part of the track and just move this over, I think the track will be a little bit better as a whole. Just because this part doesn't really add anything. yeah, so that was the outro. I think also very good, very solid outro. Just the end of the track, just blown a little bit down. Yeah, very solid, very solid, very solid track. Yeah, that's so the recap is a little bit yeah. So this was Kame with In Effect. Let's go to the next one. The next track we have is Impulse. I think it's called Drop. Yeah, I think it's called Drop the Bass, as I see on the thing, on the cover. Yeah, let's have a quick listen to it.
Drop the bass. Drop the bass.
I love this. I love the intro drop. I love the intro drop. The kick is very solid kick. And well, let me hear.
Drop the bass.
Very solid. The bells you hear in the background, very good, very good.
Drop the bass.
Let's talk a little bit on the intro. I think you do in the beginning a little bit too much, because you have here in the drop only the bells.
Bass. Drop the bass.
Here I think a little bit of a downriser. I don't know. I think you should like maybe open with the bells. Just pure silence. You start with the claps. I think try to work a little bit on your build up, because you start very intense already with the claps and stuff. Just try to bring down a little bit more at the beginning. Just try to open slowly with this track, and then as I said, try to increase the tension in the build up, because now it's a little bit, it's really starts right away. So the clap is very loud, maybe a little bit too loud in the mix.
Drop the bass.
Yeah, and then here in the second part, there's not really changing anything, you know. So try to do the first 16 like really slowly build up, and then with the second 16 try to add claps and snares and hi-hats, and try to build the tension with faster, and then drop the bass, and then bang, you know. So try to work a little bit on the beginning of the intro, and then the drop sounds solid. The intro drop very solid. Don't change anything.
Drop the bass.
Try to turn a little bit down the claps, because they're a little bit too harsh in the drop.
Drop the bass.
Also, what I hear, you have this sound in the intro. In the drop I don't hear it anymore.
Drop the bass.
You have it in the intro, make sure it stays also in the drop. I think it just adds a little bit more volume to your drop. I think it will be sounding a little bit better.
Drop the bass.
Even because here you have the full melody, so it's good that you have the full melody or break up and use it in the intro, but use it also in your intro drop. Maybe the melody is a little bit too much delay or reverb on it. Can't really tell which one it is. But I think it's a little bit too much reverb. I think. Maybe try to a little bit less.
Drop the bass. Drop the bass.
Because your melody has so much reverb on it, it really disappears in the drop also. So maybe try to make it a little bit sharper, a little bit harsher. Yeah, I think that will be way better. I think structure-wise, your track is very solid. I think you break your track at the right times, at the right moment, just to keep it interesting. Very good.
Drop the bass. Drop the bass. Drop the bass.
Yeah, and the same thing here. You add a new, I think, a new layer on your melody. Same thing here. The sound, it sounds so much reverb, and also in the build-up, I think your build-up is very solid. Only it just needs a little bit finishing touch. Just before the drop.
Drop the bass.
Hi-hats. I think again, make sure it just goes and then quiet and then drop the bass, and then I think it's better. Or what you can do before when it drop the bass and then just do claps or something, make sure you know or snares, but hi-hats won't work. I think not in this way. But it's just very good. Just a little bit on the finishing touch would be nice. Melody is very solid, very good melody. Only the synth you use or the reverb you have on it, a little bit too much. Try to polish that a little bit.
Drop the bass. Drop the bass.
Yeah, only the last drop gets me a little bit, okay, I've heard it, you know, a little bit too much of the same. Maybe try, you have the 32, maybe try the 32, you have the main drop as last drop, and then you have another 32 with melodies and kicks and all. Maybe you can build down that drop. Just maybe the last part of your drop, delete the melody, just have your instruments going, you know, so it's the outro. Because now you don't really have like an outro. I think it will unpack it a little bit more. Maybe also try with a little bit vocal chops with drop the bass. Try to find, what I do is try to find a nice part of the vocal and just put it offbeat. And listen to that with the kick. Maybe it sounds nice, maybe not. If it doesn't sound nice, try a different part to use offbeat. Normally the A's, like drop the bass, you have the bass, A, try to get the A and then you have that offbeat or something. Just play around with that. Maybe that's also nice to also have at the end of the track. Maybe somewhere else also, maybe the intro, outro. Because in the middle you normally want your leads, your melodies, your synths. And the intro, outro you can use a little bit more chops, vocal chops and stuff. So yeah. Okay, very good track. This was Impulse with Drop the Bass. Let's go to the next track. The next track from Genetic Disorder with Check Attack. Your intro is very good, the mix is very good so far, only your master sounds a little bit quiet. Maybe it's not mastered even. Maybe it's just that, but the total volume of it sounds very low. But it's not a bad thing, that it's maybe just a master, so. But very good intro. They also start with the claps very heavily from the start, but it's not too much. Here you start with the claps and there's not much happening, but after after a while you add and you add and you add and you build up. Really old school vibes. This really good. The intro is very solid. It's an intro, very good. Nothing to say about that. And then you have the first build up to the first drop. It's very solid. I really get the old school vibes. Really good. Really good sound. first drop really good, but what I think here you have the structure like this. You have the melodies and the drop, and then you also have here a long drop. But you have the melody drop, and then you cut it, and you have like a more rhythmic, more vibey drop, but just no melody, so it's not getting boring. You know, this keeps this will keep having flow, like, and you don't like notice like, oh, I'm getting bored of this, because you change it up. Still a little bit too much of the same. I think you need to have a little bit more variety on the instrumental part. You have a nice vocal, maybe just use some vocal chops. I think you can get some nice vocal chops out of this vocal. So maybe try to make a vocal chop what's nice on this kick. On that second part, I think when you add that, I think it's getting even crazier. Nice, new sounds, new rhythms. This second part sounds very good. Only I think you need to check your EQs on the melody, because your kick feels like it's a little bit clashing with your melody. But still, also it's hard to hear because your mix is so low, so soft, or your master. It's really hard to hear anything, because yeah, I don't know if this track is mastered, but you really should, because now I really want to crank up my volume to hear it better, but yeah, I won't, because it's just too soft. You have like the LUFO meter from Ulean loudness meter. You should get it. It's just really easy. You can plug it into your master and just see how loud your track is. And you really want it to be around -5.5 to -7, around that, for playing at DJ parties, at clubs. Yeah, around that. So yeah, that's it. I have not much really say about that, more than what I did. I think it's a very good track, very solid. I love it. Very old school. Yeah. Keep it going. This was Genetic Disorder, Check Attack. And let's go to the last and the final one from Nexodil. Nexodil. Nexodil? I think I'm saying it right. With the track Out of Space. Very curious to this track. Yeah, let's have a listen and see how it goes.
Go hard all the way up into outer space. Nobody wanna play. This is how we rate. Party every day. What you want me to say? I got that extra money on the runway.
Yeah, that's what I mean. This intro is very good. It gets you right away up in the mood. You want to go even when the drop comes. This shit is neat. This is very good. Let's hear it again.
Go hard all the way up into outer space. Nobody wanna play. This is how we rate. Party every day. What you want me to say? I got that extra money on the runway.
This kick is insane, bro, and the vocal, damn, is really good. Damn, this is so fucking good.
We rate. Party every day. What you want me to say? I got that extra money on the runway.
It's again a little bit too long. You don't break the kick that well. I think when you are halfway around this drop, I think you can break it nice and come back again with this.
I got that extra money on the runway.
Just make that shit come back at the end, halfway the drop. So halfway the drop, just got a little bit of kicks and just keep that vocal back in, man. That shit is insane. Just to break it up a little bit, and because you're of course gonna have more stuff, I hear, but just break the kick a little bit up.
Okay, I gotta tell you something. I like hot beats, summer bodies. Gotta do what we like, rave all night. I like hot beats, summer bodies. Extra money on the runway.
I think it's dope, very dope. But I'm here swinging on the vocal, and I think you should keep the vocal running.
Bodies, gotta do what we like, rave all night. I like hot beats, summer bodies.
I think if you here keep the vocal running, I think you build a little bit more tension, and I think you also can make like the vocal stutter. So like, what does it say?
Gotta do what we like, rave all night. I like hot beats, summer party.
I like hot beats, summer party, summer party, summer party, summer party, D, summer party, and then of what did I don't know what did the end say, but a little bit like that maybe.
I got that extra money on the runway.
I think this shit's hard, but I think you should work with the vocal a little bit more. Yeah, very good drop. Yeah, insane shit. I love it. Really good, really good. Only try the same what I said on the first drop. Try to break it in the middle, so you know a little bit more how the flow goes. Just the same as the beginning.
I'm searching for a reason.
Ooh, really good. New vocal, new thing. Not the same thing. I really like it.
Reason for mankind's existence. And I'll keep searching until I die.
Up into
what you did to have the last part a completely different thing and not just repeat the same thing, you know. Really good.
Up into outer space.
Okay, very good outro. Also, you have now here the 32, 32, 32 3 times.
Outer space.
You have the same thing. What could be 3 drops. So it's good for the. But I think here, you really need to cut it down. Just use instrumental, vocal chops, whatever, just to build down the track, and just cut off the lead here, just to give it a little bit better flow. And I think it was an amazing track. I'm really impressed. So I'm really impressed with all the tracks. There's a lot of good shit here. These are all upcoming artists, very good. They work really hard. As you can hear, there's a lot of potential here. So shout out to all the people who sent in that track for me to react to. Shout out to Nexudil, shout out to Genetic Disorder, shout out to Impulse, shout out to Kame, shout out to Installation, shout out to Komodo, shout out to Miax, and shout out to Furious Frenzy. This was my reaction video and giving a little bit feedback on the track. Do you make music and you want some feedback on your track and you want me to react to it like I did here? Just send me a message, hit me up with the track you want me to review, and maybe I will do more in the future. Let me know in the comments if you like this concept. Let me know if you want me to react on your music. Do you have ideas what you want me to do or what you want to see from me? Just let me know, and let's see each other in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you're not knowing it, I have CDs. I have a limited available, not much anymore, but yeah, good CDs, all next gen. If you want, I also have vinyl, very nice, very proud of it. Also available, and I have some t-shirts. Yeah, let's see each other in the next video. This was Nyvek, and goodbye.